Hey guys, it's Gus. Doing a little bit of a different kind of review here. I'm gonna do it just audio, just a quick little thing. Mainly because I don't want to get my camera all set up to record a 4-minute video. And also, I just got my wisdom teeth removed, so I don't want to bother with things. So I'll just put this here and put some pictures or videos up. Anyway, I am here to talk to you about Metallica Through the Never, a review of it. So I guess it's talking about it. The movie and the soundtrack. As you may have guessed from my Metallica videos, which never was finished because I got like 3 views apiece, I fucking love Metallica. They are my favorite band ever, and Through the Never just cements that even further. If you don't know what Through the Never is words. It's a 3D IMAX concert, but instead of just being a regular concert where it's just you watch the band play, there's sort of a plot line to it about this roadie named Trip who has to go and get something from a broken down van for Metallica. Like one of the trailers broke down, he has to go get something for him. And he just wants to watch the band play, and he gets to stay around for the first half of Creeping Death. Then he has to go off and do this. And while he's out, sort of the apocalypse happens. Not apocalypse, but like this full-on riots. And like riot police and all these punks and metalhead looking guys and just all out brawls with, clubs and Molotov cocktails. And this kid's just caught in the middle of it, just trying to do his job, Basically, it's just he has a really, really shitty day at work. And so that's going on with Metallica's music in the background from the live show. And it cuts back and forth between the plot and the concert. Probably about 75% of the movie is the concert, and about 25% is the plot, or the story, I guess. So, if you want to just see Metallica, you're not going to have to sit there and constantly go, oh, this is so boring. But, the plot, or the story, whatever I'm going to call it, the plot, the story, whatever. It's not really that interesting for a story. Mainly it just serves to make some cool visuals, and there are some really, really cool visuals, and just this full-scale riots, and I think it was in a trailer, so it might be a spoiler, don't know. There's a scene of all these people that have just been lynched, all just hanging from from a overhanging building, and it's really fucking creepy, but really cool. And there's this guy in a gas mask on a horse going around just lynching people, and he has this big old hammer. And they just call him the writer in the credits. So, he's like the main, not protagonist, antagonist, there we go. Whatever. Gets pretty weird, because at one point, Trip gets incapacitated, and he wakes up completely somewhere else, but he should have been dead. I don't fucking understand it. But it goes from being kind of weird to incredibly surreal to downright impossible. But just go in knowing that it gets fucking bizarre as hell, and you'll be fine with it, it's not the most interesting thing in the world, but you can just watch it and appreciate the cool visuals. As for the concert, it's fucking awesome! Metallica hasn't sounded this good in, it's the best they've sounded in 10 years or something, and, well, I guess 10 years ago was St. Anger, so not that difficult to top that, but it sounds fucking incredible. And, they play, Creeping Death and Master and One, Enter Sandman, the big ones. But they also do, Battery and Ride the Lightning and Memory Remains and Cyanide. And it all sounds fucking fantastic, especially in a 3D IMAX, because this is the first full 3D IMAX movie I've ever seen. I saw Harry Potter 5 in IMAX, but I was in a pretty crappy seat, and there's only 20 minutes of 3D. But this one's full 3D, and I know it's how do I speak? Anyway, I know it's going to sound like kind of a really corny thing to say, but it's the closest I felt to being at a concert without being at a concert. All the camera movements and the sound, just the visuals. It really, really just makes for... It's an experience, that's such a stupid thing to say. It's this is the IMAX experience, or however they advertise it as. But it really was. It felt like I was at a Metallica concert, and I've seen Metallica twice, so I would probably know. But Also, their stage is fucking cool. They play in the round, which they just have the stage in the center of the arena, so people see them from all sides. And instead of just having one front row, they have 4 front rows. And the entire floor is made out of TVs that just show images on them. They have coffins that dangle from the ceilings, like they did on the Death Magnetic Tour, or World Magnetic Tour. They have cross tombstones that rise out of the ground during Master of Puppets. They have Tesla coils and an electric chair that falls from the ceiling. They have a giant fucking Lady Justice that crumbles for Injustice for All. And it's a really awesome stage setup. I think they used like 36 trucks or something to transport it. It's fucking insane. I think it broke a couple of world records for like most expensive stage setup, but it's fucking sweet, and I really want to see it live. So I also got the soundtrack through the Never. It's 16 songs, all the songs from the movie, and the XT of Gold, their intro song. And that sounds fucking great. The quality's fantastic. Like, my major gripe with the movie was the use of some of the songs. Like, when the riot first happens, like Trip walks out, and he just sees the riot starting, and they're playing Wherever I May Roam. And then they play the first part, like, just when they're about to get to the lyrics, it changes to Cyanide. So, I mean, we got, like, 45 seconds of that. So that's a little weird, but it fit. But Cyanide's more of an upbeat kind of song. Doesn't really seem to fit too well with, people beating the fuck out of each other. I think something like, maybe Fight Fire with Fire, or fucking Battery. They play Battery later, so. But actually, during Battery, they cut off halfway through. And in the context of the movie, it makes sense, because, it slows down to a point, and then they play Nothing Else Matters. So it works in the context of the plot, but it sucks because they didn't get to the solo and the crazy double bass part, because the double bass sounded so awesome in IMAX. And also, Battery is my favorite Metallica song, tied with Blackened, so, a little annoyed they didn't play all that, but it was all great. The end credits even are good, because they just play Orion live, and they show the whole credits, so you don't have to just sit. It's not just black screen, you see the band on stage. So, overall, if you're a Metallica fan, you will fucking love this. If you're a metalhead, you'll probably like this. Mainly because, Metallica sold out after the 90s, blah, only Cliff Burton, blah, those elitist dickheads. Get over it. Music fans are going to like it just for the quality and the visual effects. I think even movie fans will be interested in it, especially in 3D IMAX. It's just a very interesting way of doing a concert. So it appeals to a lot of people, but definitely if you're a Metallica fan, go see this movie. It's fucking awesome. It looks great. It sounds great. The soundtrack's awesome as well. Pick that up. It's 2 discs and it's a really cool little packaging. So yeah, I mean, go see it. I mean, I don't know if it's even around in theaters anymore because it was a smaller movie. I think it was actually an independent movie technically because Metallica funded it. But if you can see it in IMAX, definitely go see it. It's well worth the $15 whatever dollars you have to pay for it. It's fucking awesome. Actually, yes, one more thing I did not like. They didn't actually play the song Through the Never. So that's kind of weird. But, they're Metallica, so I guess they can do what the fuck they want. So definitely go see this. This is supposed to be like 4 minutes. It's gone like 10, whatever. Alright. Stay metal, I guess. God, that was corny. Go see Through the Never. It's fucking awesome. Bye.